I'm Tony Van Veen, CEO of Discmakers. So I saw a pretty funny meme recently about music streaming. In fact, our social media team at Discmakers shared it with all our followers. And it's a joke. I'm putting it on screen here. It's a joke about streaming an indie artist music on Spotify for 24 hours straight so they can make a little more money. And the punchline is, it ain't much, but it's honest work. Funny, right? I mean, we all know streaming pays peanuts. But that meme actually did get me thinking. How much in royalties would I make if someone actually streamed my song for 24 hours straight? I mean, 24 hours straight, that's a lot of streams in a row, right? So I did the math. Here, let's do it together. At 60 minutes an hour, 24 hours totals 1,440 minutes. If we assume that we have a relatively short 3-minute song, that means that our song can be played 480 times in 24 hours. That's a lot of listens. I mean, I'm not sure I've listened to any one song 480 times ever in my many trips around the sun. So what do those 480 spins net me? Well, at an average Spotify royalty of around 0.3 of a penny per stream, so that's 0.3 cents or $0.003 per stream, I will net, drumroll please, a whopping $1.44 in streaming royalties. And yes, I double-checked my math and I did it right. 480 spins at 0.3 cents equals $1.44. Now, what's my point? It's this. It's almost impossible to pay any bills from streaming as an emerging independent artist. In today's music industry, the deck is just stacked so far in favor of Drake and Billie Eilish and Bad Bunny and Taylor Swift with regard to streaming royalties that it's not even funny. But what can you do about it? Well, you could take all your music off the streaming platforms. But I'm going to tell you now, that would be a huge mistake. See, whether you like the level of streaming royalties or not, or whether it's fair or not, the world's music listeners are all on Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube and the other streaming platforms. So if you want your music to be found, to be discovered, it's got to be available for streaming. If you're a DIY artist, at this point, I think monetizing your music on streaming may not be the most important thing. Having people discover your music is most important. That means that you need to see the streaming platforms as a sort of promotional channel. It's like the new radio. This is where every listener is, and if you want to be discovered, you need to be there. So, if boycotting streaming isn't the answer, how do you actually make a few bucks off your music? Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's the same way you made a buck off your music 20 years ago, before streaming. By selling concert tickets, by selling CDs, by selling merch. And yes, I know there are plenty of other ways to make money from your music, including sync, but concert tickets, CDs, and merch are the most reliable income sources. And, of course, most of those items are now sold at concerts instead of in stores. But they do still sell. And they are still the main way that most indie artists make some money off their music. So don't sleep on physical media. CDs, vinyl, merch, USBs. We are rapidly approaching the summer touring season right now, so make sure you're actually stocked up to sell some when you go out on the road. Now, before I wrap up, let's have a little fun with this. How many hours would my 3-minute song, your 3-minute song, have to be streamed to make enough money compared to the profit on the sale of one concert ticket or one t-shirt or one CD? Well, if one song stream earns you 0.3 of a cent, let's again do the math together. If you sell a concert ticket for $15 and if all that 15 were to come to you, which I know in many cases is not so, but that $15 would mean 5,000 streams, or at 3 minutes per song, you're talking about streaming your song for 15,000 minutes. That's 250 hours, or yes, more than 10 days straight just to make that $15 in royalties. If you sell a t-shirt for $25 and you make a $20 profit, the shirt costs you $5, let's say, that yields you the equivalent of almost 14 straight days of streaming. And if you sell just one CD for 10 bucks and the CD costs you $1 and you make a $9 profit, that means you need to stream your track 3,000 times or 150 hours, which is more than 6 days straight. What does that mean? There's great value in selling physical media, even if you're not selling that many units, because the money that you make is significantly greater than what you would make off of streaming. So go ahead, get on Spotify, and then make sure that those CDs are ready to sell. Go play that concert and ask your audience to buy that CD or t-shirt. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, it's still one of the very few ways you have to earn real income from your music. I hope you found this helpful. If you need CDs, you know who to contact. See you next time.